859, you're on the line. What's going on? Good morning.
How you doing, John? You know where I'm going.
Where are you going? Bring me with you. I'm scared to know where we're going, though, buddy.
The scheduling. If that's true, if they're going to put us to make us go from the East Coast to the West Coast instead of keeping that as an open bye week, then I'm done.
Wait. Wait, what did I miss? Did news break since I went live about what they're doing with the 12th game and I missed it? I do not know what you're talking about right now. Did I miss something?
Where they're going to put that Army game. You know, it was weird. It was going to be week 0 initially, but then Army had a contractual issue. But it's been in the works that no, they're going to make it part of the Shamrock series and put it week 12, which is right before right now we have a bye week before USC.
Yeah.
Okay. And I pulled up our schedule. We told them we'd give them 2 night games. Well, you know they're going to put Florida State at night. You could argue that damn bird, but they're going to put this part of the Big Ten lead in. I've already thought about this. I sent you enough text yesterday. I lost my mind. I guarantee this is going to break. We're going to be their little stepchild. We're going to play Army in Yankee Stadium the week before Thanksgiving. The New York Subway alumni. It's filler. This is a pod plant because why haven't we gotten the money yet? No, it's not about winning the title. So you're going to make us go to the East Coast, then the next week go to the West Coast. Remember how much you bitched, and I'm not going to cuss, bitched about the whole schedule set up last year? We're doing it to ourselves again.
Dude, man, I just love that every time you call, there's something on your target list. And then you just you light the wick and then it just burns and then you go and then you go and then you go. And I love it, man. You never let up. It's always something. What do you mean you're done? You're not going to be done with Notre Dame football because you don't like what week we're playing Army, Tim. I know you're not going to be done.
I'm done. No, I'm done with the people not caring. Not football. You lost your mind. I'm done with the people stop caring. It drives me nuts. How do you not freaking care? You know how I root for an NFL team, John? How many ND guys I have on their damn team?
Yeah.
You want to go there? And that's true. I sent you enough text. Hang on. You know what? You can use it as a recruiting ploy. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You pop that up. Let's go to the wide receiver room. Let's put up the Tim Brown Club. Because I'm not going to apologize for picking Notre Dame to go to a great university. See, back in the 80s when we cared, when we didn't become, I don't want to get political, when we used to care about the school and not being socially correct and being woke, we cared. When you lost, you were depressed. Now we don't care. I'm not going to go another avenue because when we got more female-oriented, people didn't care they could hook up. No, they didn't care. They didn't care. When it was at Notre Dame, when I was there, it was 10 guys for every girl. And they ruled the world. They ruled the world. You want to understand why we cared about football? That's why.
Man. Dude, I'm never prepared for wherever you're going to bring it. I'm never prepared. I have no idea where you're going to go, man. In a lot of ways, you're the best caller because I just never know. I never know what avenue we're going to go down. And it's it's football, but then the next time it turns into the social scene at Notre Dame connecting to football. Dude, I just never know where you're going to go. It really keeps me on my toes when you call in. It's healthy for my brain because I got to be prepared for everything when you call.
Because I've lived it all, John. You got to understand how many people out there can sit there and say they had a dad that graduated in 1942. I've seen us win through 3 generations.
Yeah.
They can't. Or the only place they wanted to pick was Notre Dame. This isn't, maybe I'll go there. You recruit me hard enough. Or it affects your mood. And but the thing is, I'm depressed because you're putting us the East, the West Coast. I don't get why people don't care. That wine and cheese coop, I would have hit, not that I've ever thrown a punch in my life, but I would hit one of those wine and cheese clouds. I'd cuss them out.
Tim, can you come to one of my tailgates, man? Seriously,
no,
I just
dude,
want to meet you. I just want to meet you. I want you to come to one of the tailgates, drink a couple beers, and we're going to hash it out, brother. We're going to hash it out, brother.
You know what's funny about this? It's tax season for me, so that's my expertise. So I do about 40 or 45 free tax returns for people. And a guy was over to put me on to you because I'm old. He's on Twitter and he found it. He goes, "Oh, Tim, you're going to love this guy." He goes, "Tim, remember I told you the North Carolina story? Well, he was one of the guys where we're honestly contemplating coming to the blue goal game because we don't want to do the whole headache of we don't care about that. We're going to go, he loves the linebacker. So we want to go to your tailgate. I'm assuming we're all invited, three people, and we want to go meet you because I like to meet you in person. And then we're going to not go to the game and then go to the linebacker."
It sounds beautiful.
We're putting that into motion. Because I don't want to go back to, even if you did no, I don't. We've talked about that. Even my close friends, we used to go back for one game a year after we got out. And it lost a lot of lesson for me when my dad died. But it's like, why? You got the headache. You don't get to hang out and talk. And then you're stressed out because my mom would go, "Oh, we have a great trip." My dad and I would look, I swear to God this, John, we'd turn around and said, "The only way this is a successful trip is if we win."
Yeah.
That's how I grew up. No, you want to be safe. Don't get me wrong on that, because trust me, there's a few times when I drove back and I drive that it was dicey, but all that mattered was win. Oh, you get to hang out. No, it's about winning the damn game. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's, I'm going to say this though. I'll give you this. And I do admit this, and I'm a harsh judge of this. I do feel like the crowd's getting a little better. And I'm a very, very harsh judge. It is not, the Big House, Penn State. Like it's not any of that. It's not Georgia, whatever. It's getting better, Tim. It really is. And I think some of it is getting a little better. They're finding people are getting a little louder. I do give them credit. It does depend on the moment. Like, I'm not talking about when I was there for Central Michigan at 1:30. There was no energy. You could hear a fly drop. But I mean, like, for the bigger games at night that they build up, it is getting louder. It's getting to be a better environment, little by little.
I'll give you that, but you got to understand my perspective. Let's put it this way. I'm sitting on the 50-yard line, Miami. When that fight broke out in that tunnel, the stands were ready. They would have had to bring in the National Guard because that stadium was ready to wrap. I'm a senior. It was unreal. You got to realize how much we hated Jimmy Johnson and the boys. I would chew when he was coaching the NFL. Oh, I hated that. Like the little clowns that went from USC to the NFL. No, that was bad. The other great stadium environment was '93 when we played Florida State. Those were the two best crowds ever. Or I'll give you maybe one when we played Michigan my freshman or senior year when we had to quiet the crowd. They threatened to throw 2 penalties on us because the crowd noise was that loud.
Yep.
Go back and research that. But if you want the history of Notre Dame football, I think I don't know what outside of Dr. John. I think your age demographics probably, would you guess? I know you can't get that off the thing. It's probably 30 to maybe 40. Go back and do the history, and you want to do some research. How much hatred there was for Miami in the era that I was, because they embarrassed us. They didn't like us. You want to talk about SC being anti-Notre Dame and not stand for it. I called them the criminals. Look, when they showed up in their fatigues, give me a break.
Man, you're a walking history lesson of animosity. I love it. I love it, man. And it is funny to think of that loud crowd and they couldn't get the play in. And it's like they're telling the crowd to calm down. I don't think younger.
We didn't do it. Oh, hell no. We went louder.
I don't think younger people, Tim, younger people would not even understand what they're seeing in that clip. That sequence where they're literally like giving them free timeouts because we're too loud at our home place. Like, I don't think younger people understand that.
I was at the game.
It was wild. Yeah, that's wild. Absolutely wild.
But they don't.
And it was the old building. Tim, that's the other thing. That was the old building, and it got way louder.
I know.
It got way louder than the 2 renovated buildings that hold more people and more noise. The old little original Rockney Bowl was all you needed when it was filled with all lunatics like us.
Yeah, well, and the problem is we're not at your dad's generation, but my generation's getting close. I mean, luckily I've not lost anybody that's close to me. I had one close friend that died at 50, but, we're getting close. I mean, and it's just depressing. Would you please, for the love of God, it's about your money. This was a plant. If we do that where we actually have to go to the Yankee Stadium, and I'm a Yankee fan, that's another whole long story. And I'll tie this out. I hated the Braves, that chant, because that reminded me of Florida State. So when the Yankees came in and kicked their ass and I shut that damn chant up, I was happy. I couldn't stand the Braves. But if we have to go to the Yankee Stadium and then come home and then go out to the West Coast, and let's say we get to 11-1, because it's all about seeding. Do the math.
Yeah.
We only can get a 5 seed. Okay. We get the 12th seed at home. Great first week. It's money. That's all I care about. But here's the key. It's that second round. You don't want the 1 seed. You want the 4 seed. You're getting the weakest of the 4.
Yeah.
And if they're going to stack it where it's all those conference champions, take the weakest conference. Are you kidding me? And not to schedule that. So either Captain Jack did this, because I'm still trying to figure out, is he still running it till March, or is he staying to June? When is he doing it? How do you make $5 million a year and get to work from home? You're an AD. How the hell do you call that job in? You don't care.
Man, I'm telling you, I share with you. I share with you a little of that anxiety about the playoff thing. I hope we don't get down the road and really regret that Jack agreed to that no buy thing. I have a little anxiety about how this is all going to shape out in practicality. Like, not that I'm worried, but I just have a little anxiety that this is such a big change. And I hope Notre Dame's positioned well to be able to function within it's just causing me a little anxiety with such a big change. And then Notre Dame being an outlier within the group. It's causing me a little anxiety. I want to see how it's going to go.
But here's how I
It's
grew
all
up.
about the seeding, Tim. You're right. It's all about the seeding and how you set up.
But it also used to be about winning.
Yeah.
You say, and look how I grew up. You just had to win one big game at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Okay, then fine, I get it. Then you had the BCS. Then you had to win 2 games. Now you've got to go 4.
Yeah.
Let's logically think this. You got to go 4.
Yep.
And we said the only way we're going to do this is one of these quarterbacks takes off and he puts the team on his back. We've built a good enough defense. We've seen this. Hamilton has played well. That's a recruiting ploy. I love the fact he did that. And I don't like, we won't go into Taylor Swift because we don't want to go political. I'm sick of that either. But I love the fact Tranquil. I loved him. You want to talk about the brilliant? He's got a damn master's in engineering from Notre Dame. If you're Notre Dame, and they're smart enough to know that, here, we're in the NFL. Let's go here. Let's go with our other guys. But the other thing they should look up, and they should be showing, when Lou Holtz took a team to the Japan Bowl, they did a list. And ask your buddy, because he's a little past that, but how successful our guys are. They're doctors. They're CEOs. They're vice presidents. Let's look at that. That's what I'm showing a damn family.
Hey, Tim.
Let's look at our history.
Tim, what was that? Was that the Tokyo Bowl or something where Lou was the coach?
Yeah.
Okay, so Goolsby was the captain of that Notre Dame team under Lou Holtz. And Goolsby got to be with Lou and be the captain of that team on the Notre Dame side and all that. And that was his time to overlap being coached by Lou, since he missed that window on the field and came later. And he said it was amazing. And that Lou just has that it factor as a coach where you just genuflect, you buy in, and you want to see what Lou's telling you to do. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Like my dad was there. He was a senior when Frank came in. And they use it to describe the taskmaster. That's what Leahy was. He would accept nothing but perfection.
Yep.
And we went from that to let's just hire whatever. We had a guy that didn't. We were too stupid to background his resume and I won't go into the 3 nicknames of the 3 clowns that came in after that.
Yep.
Because we don't want to go politically wrong. Yep. He cared. We cared. They built that. We've talked numerous times when I've called you in. They forget their roots. How do these arrogant people get in charge of Notre Dame that forget your freaking roots? You don't have your job, your prestige, all your money, all your damn big buildings. One reason, you were a small Catholic school that became legendary. I have a good Catholic school I would have gone to. I wasn't going to pay the executive fees. I would have gone to Xavier. I'm 10 minutes from Xavier. I wanted to go to one place, and that's what drives me nuts. These people don't care. They don't give a damn. Oh, we're happy. Oh, let's just not care. Well, now we've made it even tougher. So they sold us out because now let's just make the playoffs. Oh, we're going to have a successful year if we get into the first round. That's what we've settled for now? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it is. It is going to be interesting to see how the bar of what we deem to be a good season ends up being. I have a feeling
You know what it is.
just making the playoff ain't going to cut it. Like this next year, people need a playoff entry, and you got to win a game to have it be a really good, a successful year, right? You must.
And by the way, and I know it's a stressful game because it's SEC, but let's go back in the 90s when we were thriving. We kicked A&M's ass every which way but Sunday twice in the bowl because I was at both of them in the Cotton Bowl. A&M, when did A&M become a freaking power?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a tough game. Okay, don't get me wrong. But this schedule sets up. Now, depending what they do with that 12, but you should analyze that. Please give us the best chance to win. Don't keep that fight for that horse because you know SC is always going to have talent.
Yeah.
I mean, they are.
Hey, Tim.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Adam, thanks for the $5 holler. He says the last time we did coast to coast and played in Yankee Stadium before USC, we went undefeated and made the playoff. Maybe that'll be a good luck charm if we do it again, Tim. Get on board, buddy.
Well,
you don't like it.
You know what?
You don't like it.
Maybe I'm wrong. I just would you rather play week 0, get a game under your belt, or go coast to coast with a new quarterback?
Yeah, especially against a team like Army, that would be a perfect week 0 thing. I think I would prefer that, but whatever. I don't know how all that works.
And by the way, look how we play after we play option teams. Look at our winning percentages after we play Navy. It's not good over the years.
Yeah. Man, Tim, that's a lot of ground covered. And here's the other thing I'm going to wrap up with this. I got to say that blows my mind about you. You're like this with all the Notre Dame sports, man. I do not know how you I don't know how you do this and are still alive with every sport. It's like, it's one thing with Notre Dame football, but when the basketball team does something dumb, boom, there's those text messages of F words. When the ladies team doesn't win, there's a big paragraph with F words. Tim, I love how much you love Notre Dame sports, my friend. I love it. You scare me sometimes, but in a good way. I love it. Keeps me on my damn toes. Keeps me on my toes, brother. I love it.
All right, dude. You have a great day. I told you I was going to call in. So, hey, shout out. They took care of business. I don't know what the hell they were doing Thursday night at home, but if that team showed up on Saturday, the way they put against UConn, and you know how much that clown hates us, Gino. He hates Notre Dame. That's a big rivalry. If they play like that, they'll maybe do a tournament run. God love them. I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah. And by the way, and the last point, supposedly we are loaded at lacrosse because I have a good friend that was best man at his wedding. It lives in Maryland, and our roster is top to bottom. So here's the thing: keep our football players healthy. Yeah. Don't hurt our wide receiver. We need him.
Yeah. Man. All right, Tim. That was a very well-rounded call to start the week. I want to see it, that blue and gold tailgate, man. Drink a couple beers and calm the blood pressure down. And that's me saying it. That's how messed up this phone call was, Tim. I am telling someone else here to drink a couple and calm down. That's how far you've gone.
Love you, John. Take care. God bless.
Have a good week, brother. Take care.